Today is Earth Day 2020. I'm Pastor Jim from St. Luke's Lutheran Church, where we seek to know God and to make Him known. I'm here outside St. Luke's just looking around and thinking about the relationships. Natural world is full of things that depend on each other. Yesterday, my son came out and he said, "The bees are back." And sure enough, the dandelions started blooming a couple days ago and the bees are right after them. The bees, of course, get food from the flowers, and the flowers get in return pollen taken, and so that they can reproduce and make more flowers. And then they want to start looking under, my kids want to start looking under the rocks, and they find the worms there. And it's great to remember that even those worms, they feed on the decomposing plants and leaves that are there, and in return, as they dig up the earth, they make a softer earth that's better for the plants to grow in. Now sometimes we can start to feel like we are outside, separate from the rest of creation, that those relationships somehow go past us. Of course, that just isn't right. We depend on each other, we depend on the natural world, and vice versa. My dependence became clearly evident to me a couple of years ago when I developed C. diff after taking an antibiotic. I'd never realized until that point how interdependent I was with those tiny little creatures inside me. I give them a home and plenty of food, and they help digest everything and create a buffer and keep out the other harmful bacteria. Our current COVID situation is knocking down the thin veneer that we sometimes keep as humans, that we are independent of each other and independent of. We realize we wear masks not to protect ourselves, but to protect the others around us, right? And in return, we look, when everyone does that together, then we too are protected by it. And also that thin veneer of independence as we look financially at one another, and small business owners and workers and consumers, how much we need one another. And when that is thrown sideways, we have seen what happens so quickly. Earth Day is a great day to remember our beautiful connections with each other, with the rest of creation, and also with God. Even God is relational, with Father, Son, and Holy Spirit dancing in an amazing interconnected way that God shares with us. Jesus says, "I am in the Father, and the Father is in me, and you are in me, and I in you." These connections are holy, with God and us, God with all creation, us with each other, and us with God. So as we celebrate this Earth Day today, choose to live today in a way that builds up and honors all relationships and all those connections. God be with you.